Hi everybody, my name is Bree and welcome back to my channel, Bree's Arts. So for today's DIYs, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Now, I've seen a whole bunch of crafters on YouTube doing Kirkland dupes or Kirkland inspired DIYs. Now, I'm up in Canada, so we don't even have Kirklands, but I did go onto their website and man, do they have some beautiful stuff. So I picked out a few things that I really liked, and I didn't dupe them necessarily. I did recreate them. I was inspired by them. So hopefully you enjoy all of these. Now, of course, I've used mostly items from Dollarama and from Dollar Tree. Now, with that being said, let's just jump right into the first DIY. Okay, DIY number 1. So here is the inspiration piece that I saw in Kirkland's. It's $30, which would be about $37.50 Canadian. And I'm going to use one of these 8x10 frames from Dollar Tree, these square wooden dowels from Dollarama, and these gorgeous stickers that I found on Amazon. I will link them down below. I just love these frames. They have this gorgeous wood grain on them. Oh, and when you paint them and distress, it just pops like nothing else. So just removing the back and the glass, and we are going to use Oatmeal by Folk Art. And because this frame is textured, make sure to get into all of the little nooks and crannies and all the grooves of that wood grain texture. And then once we distress, the raised portion of it comes out. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's just, I love these. They're so awesome. Now I did 2 coats of the oatmeal, and just make sure that you go around all of the edges on the outside and the inside of the frame. Now my original plan was just to sand this down a little bit to get the original color to show through from the frame, but I found that the sanding really didn't give it the dimension and the pop that I wanted. So I sanded for a little bit here, you'll see, and then I just grabbed my wax, my antique wax by Folk Art, and a chippy brush. And just going around it, you see how that wood grain just comes out? Oh, so gorgeous. And of course, you want to get all of the sides. And now taking the same oatmeal color, I'm just going to paint up 3 of the smallest of those square dowels. There are 3 sizes in a package. And you only have to do 3 sides. You don't have to do the back because that's what we're going to be gluing down anyways. And of course, to make everything all cohesive, just grab your chippy brush and some of that wax and just go over those dowels as well. Dry brush. Yes, girl. Okay, so here I am lining up my dowels. We're going to cut them down. I do have a pair of miter shears on order from Amazon, but right now all I can do is just use my wire cutters, which worked just fine. So cut those down and then just use that first one as a template for my other 2 dowels. And so here I am just measuring out the frame into thirds. Now, don't pay attention to the numbers that I'm putting down here because it should actually say that the middle is 4 3/4, not 5 3/4. So 2 5/8 would be where each of the dowels would go. on the sides, and then 4 3/4 would be the center because it is 9.5 inches in the middle. If that makes any sense. Math is hard, you guys. And so I'm just lining up my dowels here with the marks that I made along the frame. And we're just going to attach them with some regular old hot glue. Put them down nice and straight. Secure all 3 of those dowels directly onto the glass. Smooge that on there. Looking good. Okay, you guys, these stickers from Amazon, I will link them down below. They are gorgeous. And I got 4 packs of 20. So there's 10 patterns, 2 of each pattern in every single pack, and they were like $15. So super inexpensive and legit, they are gorgeous. They look so realistic. I just know I'm going to be using them on a lot of projects, and they have a whole bunch of different kinds that you can get. These ones, I believe, are the eucalyptus, but they have like wildflowers and spring flowers and just a ton of different ones that you can use. Now I'm just securing these stickers onto the glass. They work like a charm. I do use my straight edge here just a little bit to get rid of a few air bubbles that were in there, but they were nice and silky smooth on that glass. Just gorgeous. And exactly the look that I was going for. Oh, we're having a little bit of trouble there. There you go. Oh, nope. Oh, good job. See? Try and try again. So we're taking this braided rope that I also got off of Amazon. I use this in a lot of my projects. It's a really nice, clean twine, I guess, instead of it being like, I like the messy twine as well. This one is just really nice and clean. And just go around all the way around the frame there on the inside, just to finish it off. We're covering up the spaces that those dowels left because they weren't cut exactly perfectly. And now, one of my subscribers was super concerned about me because the last time I burnt some rope, I was using a regular lighter, so I grabbed the long reach match. And I just glued on a sawtooth hanger on the back, and it's all done. I love this one, you guys. All right, DIY number 2. And here is the inspiration piece from Kirklands, this little box. It was $32, $40 Canadian. And we're going to use these cute little drawers from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use the outsides of them, like the bigger boxes, and we need 3. And taking our antique wax by Folk Art, we are going to give these boxes a full coat. Now, I only did like the 2 outside boxes. I didn't do the inside part of the box. Does that make sense? Like the one side, because it's going to be attached to the next box. And then the middle box, I didn't do the 2 sides. And then the other one, I didn't do the one side. I don't feel the need to waste product if I don't have to. And of course, we are using our baby wipe as well. So here you can see I left one side on each box, and those are the ones that are going to be glued together. And using our E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, of course. That's for the immediate hold. The E6000 is for the permanent hold. We're going to smush those together and do that to the other box as well. And oh, and I missed a spot there, one of the sides, so fixed it up. Now these little planks I got on Amazon as well. I will link them below. I know that you can get those wood planks at the Dollar Tree, but I have not been able to find them. So I just cut off those rough edges of this plank and it was pretty much exactly the same. It might be a little bit smaller than those planks from Dollar Tree, but it worked like a charm. And our ladybug doing her thing. Okay, taking white by Folk Art, and we're going to give this plank 2 coats. And just make sure you get all of the edges as well. We don't have to do the back on this because it's going to be stuck right onto the boxes. Get those edges, girl. All right. So this tissue paper I found at HomeSense, and it is gorgeous. It looks like marble. It's absolutely perfect for this project because in the inspiration photo, you saw that that plank on the front was marble. So my goodness, like it could not be more perfect. So we're just Mod Podging that on, and make sure you tap it down. Don't rub it because you will lift up some of that tissue paper. And just make sure that you bring it all the way to the edges with your Mod Podge. Go over top a little bit. And then I just blasted it with my heat gun to dry it a little bit more quickly, only because I'm very impatient. And of course, sand down the edges so that everything is nice and smooth. Now, I did the sanding after I put a layer of Mod Podge over top of that tissue paper as well. And it just turned out perfectly. It looks like real marble. It's fabulous. So just hot glue that plaque right on there. Make sure it's nice and centered. All right, and now for the handles. So taking this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, I'm just going to cut 2 pieces here, and bear with me with this because it's hard to explain, but it turned out really amazing. All right, so taking one of these galvanized hearts that I got off of a Valentine's Day sign, I just cut it into strips. And we're going to use that to recreate some hardware that's going to hold our nautical rope into place on the box. Just lining it up there. See how I wanted it to dangle on the side. And then I cut them again, so obviously each side was a little bit smaller. I'm sorry, I do not have the exact measurements because I did have to fiddle with it. But you can see here, I'm smushing it down onto the rope so that it takes the shape of the rope. It's very pliable, so it's really super easy to work with, this galvanized metal. And just taking my power drill, I'm going to drill a hole through the metal and into the box because we're going to screw these little metal pieces onto the box. And then it's going to look like little hardware. And grab our little screw here. Place it in there. And take our little screwdriver. Oh. And screw that right into place. It worked like a charm. So you'll do that on each side of the rope, so twice on each side of the box, because you need 2 pieces of hardware, obviously, per handle. And there we go, showing both of them. And then of course you would just cut off the excess. What do you guys think? I really want to know. I just love this. I just think that it turned out so well. It turned out so well. I'm totally in love with it. Look at that, you guys. And then of course, on both sides, all done. And of course it took me some time to do that, so I didn't want to show you the whole thing. And now I felt like our little box here needed some legs, so I'm going to take these bigger cubes that I found at the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to use our antique wax and a baby wipe, and we're just going to paint those up so that they match the rest of the box. They have a whole bunch of different sizes of these little cubes now, so, you know, lots of different options for sure. So we'll just hot glue those into place on the bottom. Don't mind my big noggin in the way. And there we go, guys. So now we're just going to fill this with some floral foam. I used mine as a planter, but you could use it for silverware. You could use it for makeup brushes, a whole bunch of stuff. Like, the possibilities legit are endless. And just took these succulents that I found at Dollarama, cut them down to size, and throw them in there. And then we are going to put some of the white rock that I found at the Dollar Tree just to finish it off. I love, love, love this little box, you guys. It's so great. Okay, everyone, DIY number 3. And here is the inspiration photo. It's beautiful. $34 in American, and that would be 43 in Canadian. And taking one of these wood pallets that I got at Dollarama, a circle that I got at Michael's, and these beautiful rub-ons that I got on Amazon. I will link below. These palettes are great. They're humongous. They're $4 each. And they're a little bit rough, so I did want to sand it down. And we're going to take our antique wax and cover the entire thing. Front, back, sides, the whole shebang. Use that baby wipe. Paint it up, paint it up. Look at that. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Oh. So with this circle, I am going to paint it up with some white chalk paint by Folk Art. I do give it 2 coats, and I paint the entire thing. So front, side, back, again, the whole entire thing. Now I made this stencil on my Cricut. It says, "This is us," just like the inspiration piece. And I will have the font listed down in the description box. So taking our dabby brush, and we are going to paint this with Java by Folk Art, a really nice rich brown. And dab up and down, don't go side to side, we don't want it to bleed. And of course, we're going to remove the stencil while the paint is still wet. There we go. Now you guys, these rub-ons are stunning. They are absolutely gorgeous. Got them on Amazon. Again, I will link them below. I think I got 16 packages of them for 15 bucks. And I'm not kidding, they're gorgeous. And there's a whole bunch of different ones too. So, you know, sky's the limit. But if you can't find these on Amazon, or if you want to use Dollar Tree rub-ons, by all means, you can use whatever you want. This is only for inspiration, just like I took inspiration from the Kirkland's piece. Take inspiration from what I'm doing here as well. You can use whatever you want. I know that there are some beautiful gold rub-ons that you can find at Dollar Tree. Of course, the eucalyptus ones. Sky's the limit, guys. So I'm just centering this circle on my palette here, hot gluing it down, and voila. And taking these little clips that I also found at the Dollar Tree. I have some photos here that I use to line up where I want the clips to go. And this piece only fits 4 photos. I believe the inspiration piece was 6, so it is a little bit bigger, but legit, this cost me $6 maybe to make versus $43. So just lining everything up there. Now these clips do have little like pins in the back of them. So I just took my power drill here, and I am going to clip off the pin so it's not sticking too far in the back. But that definitely gives it a lot of extra security. And just line everything up there, throw some hot glue in there, and stick the clip right on. Look at that. And that's it, you guys. Oh my goodness sakes. Now, I am going to put a hanger on the back. So just grabbing some twine. And I am going to use the top board of the palette as my guide and just throw some hot glue on there. String it across. Use your little finger protector. And you guys, that is it. Oh my goodness! It's so beautiful. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun doing these Kirkland inspired DIYs, and I would love to know down in the comments if you enjoyed watching these, if I should do more Kirkland dupes. And to my subscribers, seriously, you guys are amazing. I feel so encouraged. The comments have been nothing but positive. I cannot thank you enough. And welcome to my YouTube fam jam. And for the rest of you, if you haven't subscribed, do me a solid. Tap that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, you know, all of that jazz. Stay tuned for the gag reel. Bye, guys. So, check out the lips. Those
No.
The lipstick.
My lipstick brings all the
Boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than your nana. It's better than your nana. It's better than your.
Look at this. They make like a jello cloud drink.
It's very much adequate.
Comment down below if you can make a jello cloud drink.
Comment down below if you have an annoying 17-year-old.
Not funny. And if you're wondering,
oh my god!
if you're wondering,
and let you guys know that I do have. Oh, no.
Why are you doing it again?
I don't know.
Don't do it again.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, that was good. Oh, I don't.
It should be like.
Oh my god! Every time.
It's just one of those days.
One of those days.
No, it's not a song.
Everything is a song.
No.
The pigtails. We're rocking the pigtails.
Comment down below how pretty my mom is.
Comment down below if you like my pigtails.